Hi guys, it's time for my diaries for this past week. Um, so much has happened in this past week, but yet so much has really not happened. It was a bunch of partying, pretty much. Like the old CBL is up and kicking, that's for sure. Um, and when I say old CBL, I'm talking like a few years ago from when I used to join or used to come over and visit. Um, as you know, Nate has been accepted here at CBL as a boy, and he has brought a lot of like partings and good times. We also have had Joseph here this past or starting last week. Joseph came, and starting just a couple days ago, Robbie has moved in. They're both here only for a little bit of time, so this past week hanging out with Joseph, I've been really kind of mean to him. I said some things that weren't very nice, and I kind of, I get drunk and I get in my tempers, as everyone does, but I get really emotional, and I start saying things and not really caring what I say, if they're the right thing to say or not. So, when I told him, go to hell and all this other stuff, he's been so nice this week to me, this past week, that I kind of feel bad for saying that. And it wasn't him that I was really mad at, it was Josh more that I was mad at, and I was just mad that they didn't come to me and tell me, with the whole situation. But we've gotten along really great this past week. Going out, staying in, watching TV, just talking. Me and Joey went to the store just the other day, and we walked to the store and walked back, and we got to talking, and we talked about past CBL and a few members and what's going on with him and everything in his life, and I said a few things with mine, and got to really know each other. I feel bad for that one night, but as I said, I get drunk, and I say things that I really don't care about. Just like, what night was it? It was Sunday or Monday night? I think it was Monday night. When, was it Monday? Yes, it was Monday night. We had a party here, and it was a fun party. Too bad my guest, Andrew, couldn't make it, but it was okay because Nate had his friends, Jeremy and, what was his name? Aaron. Can't believe I forgot his name. Come over, and Nate, before he came over, was like, Jeremy's gonna be here, you should really, talk to him and, see how things go. And he kind of likes you from when I met him the day or 2 days beforehand. So why don't you go for it? He has, so I was like, okay, sure, I'll do it. So we invited him over for me, and well, not for me, but to have fun. But did want me to go ahead and make my moves. So while he was here, second he got here, I was already in my underwear, thanks to Nate. And, he's looking at me, I'm looking at him, we're talking, we're flirting, things are going, crazy. And then all of a sudden, Robbie starts flirting with him. And he's flirting with both me and Robbie. I see, once I was sitting, he got me naked, and I was sitting on his lap. And then I got up, second I got up, Robbie ran over there, sat down, and sat on his lap, and next thing you know, they're making out. And then he comes over, starts talking to me, and flirting with me, and then the next thing you know, we're making out. And it was just so much flirting between the three of us that I was kind of upset that I wasn't, like, the center of attention. And Robbie was, Robbie knew that I was into him, and he was there when they said, oh, hey, Jeremy's coming over, you should really try to, talk with him and start something with him. And I was like, okay, cool, why not? And, with Robbie, and then Robbie ends up by the end of the night having sex with him, and which really kind of, like, I tried so hard to pretend like it didn't matter and I didn't care, but yet I did. And I was totally jealous, and because it's been so long since I've been with someone that and here he was making moves on me, and I wasn't going to throw myself on him like Robbie was doing. Robbie was throwing himself on him left and right, and I don't feel like I need to do that, and I'm not going to have a competition with anybody. Even though Vane says that I had a competition with him or whatever, I didn't. There was nothing, and I'm not going to do it with Robbie, especially with Robbie, because I feel like I would lose, because Robbie has the personality way better than me, or at least I think so. That night, I had a lot on my mind. Once everyone left, and Robbie had fell asleep, I came in the chat room and had a little breakdown, another one, with my friend that had died, a couple days before, with the Robbie situation, with just like so much different things, had a little good, small little cry, whatever, and then went to bed. And the next day we had the cleaning and whatnot, but we also all went out to, did we go out Tuesday night? I want to say yes, but I can't remember. I want to say yes, we did. We went out to G-Bar. Don't remember much that happened that night. I do know that, oh yes, we were all drunk. Vane and Zach also showed up, and it was, Joseph was here chatting, I believe, but it was me and Nate and Robbie, and I was drunk, and of course, I know they kept pushing me to go say hi to this person, go say hi to that person, and Vane had threw me this one guy. His name was Alan, and started talking with him. He thought I was cool and cute and whatnot, so I was like, okay, I can deal with this, and started talking with him. Next thing you know, he's talking with Robbie, and then I was like, okay, well, whatever. I said whatever because I had Andrew coming over, and I saw his friend Travis, and I ran up to Travis, and Travis is like, yeah, I'm going to get Andrew, and then we're going to come right here because he wants to see you and all this other stuff. They ended up not showing. So the guy was both into me and Robbie, but I kind of just let it go because I had Andrew coming, and Andrew didn't even come. And of course, Robbie did come to me and apologize. He goes, oh my god, I'm so Charlie, I'm sorry, Charlie. Sorry, Charlie. I always do this to you. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And then next thing you know, he goes, you should go talk to that boy right there. He's hot. So it's like, okay. So I go up there, and I thought he said to go get him for him. So I go over there, start talking to him, and I bring him over to start dance. I introduce him to everyone. I find out when I'm drunk, the guys seem to, have me go talk to people, because when I'm drunk, I have no problem going up to certain people, and talking to them, especially if they're alone. Now, if they're with someone, or if they're dancing with someone, it's a little more complicated than that. But yeah, we came home that night. Wednesday, what did we do Wednesday? Wednesday, Ben was here. Yes, Ben showed up, and it was my last chance to get with him, and of course it didn't happen. I believe that I had him set, Robbie was giving me pointers of his, weakness spots, with his hair, head, and stuff like that, so it was just me and him here for a while, so I was, giving him a massage and feeling, back of his neck and head that gets him, and he started going, and then more and more, and then next thing you know, start tickling him, and I have him down on his back, and we're having a good time, things are about to lead to each other, and then guess who walks in the door? No, not Robbie, but Nate. And Nate starts talking, blah 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 blah, which is fine, whatever. And so is Robbie. Robbie comes in here, and then they gotta go put on their underwear, and Nate has to put on his Speedo, to show that, you know, what it looks like. And we all know how Ben is. Ben likes a very big penis. And then once he got word that they had a big penis, and then he saw the outline on the Speedo, there goes my chances. And then Robbie walking around in this thong that he got for 30 cents showing his ass, my shots was out the door. So next thing you know, I'm still trying, but it's not happening. But I see Nate and him flirting left and right. And even though Nate said, oh, I'm not going to do it, I'm your roommate, blah, 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 that doesn't mean he's not going to make a move on you. So, whatever. It is what it is. I guess you can't always have what you want. Whatever. The next day, Thursday, we all went out partying again, but this time we went out to St. Pete. And it was my day off, and I got to see Jeremy again, and Jeremy, and seeing a couple other people that I knew, and pretty much got drunk and trashed. And then we went from Flamingos to Alibi, got even more drunk and trashed there. To the point where we were all off doing, it was me, Joseph, Robbie, and Nate, and we were all in separate areas doing separate things. You know, it was cool. And I got to meet a lot of new people out there. I know it's not going to be the last time we go out there. I think we're trying to do it again this week. Friday night was a slow night. I sat here with Joseph and played Monopoly. We got 2 hours into it before he wanted to quit because he was tired of it, blah blah blah, whatever. Joseph, you just knew that I was about to win, or so at least I'm gonna say that. So he's like, I quit, you win. And I was like, okay, as long as I win. So we packed up that, and we really didn't do anything. Wednesday night was the night that me and Joseph walked and came back. Saturday, last night, we went out to Orlando. It was okay. It wasn't the best. I got to see XCBL Nick and talk with him. He was drunk. He was a mess. And I got to see my baby Bryson. He was working, so it's always so hard to sit down and talk with him. But, yeah, nothing really much this week. I do have a plan in the work of getting with Jeremy. And it started off once I couldn't get him. The next day, he found me on Facebook. And then we started talking and talking and talking. And next thing you know, we're switching numbers. And I have this plan going on in work with me gonna end up hooking up with him. And I will get it this time. I'm not taking no for an answer. And so I've already got him, even though he's still talking to Robbie, and Robbie is like, oh, well, he's kind of like, I wouldn't mind, like, making it some kind of serious. Well, it's not going to be serious because I plan on getting with it. I've already got him sending me nude pictures, and he can't wait to come here on Sunday, a week from today, because it's going to be, I think he is apping here. So, which means Robbie won't be here anymore. Joseph won't be here anymore. It'll be me, Nate, and Jeremy. Of course, Nate has already been with Jeremy, and I'm sure I can find my way into his pants, or bed, or my bed, whatever. So I plan on getting it. Yeah, so, whatever. I looked today about getting a car. Got a member sent me this Craigslist that they found on a certain car. So I showed that to Joseph, and he says it's a pretty good deal, good car. So we're gonna call him and set up an appointment to go look at it. So hopefully within the next few weeks I'll have a car. We'll see. Things kind of get so. Alright, and I will see you guys next week, and I can tell you all what happened this week. Bye.